My friend, the fourth president, uliniwachia ile kazi ya affordable housing. Mimi sasa nasukumana na hiyo affordable housing. Hata hapa Embu tayari iko 80% ambayo tumefanya. Tunajenga nyumba 1160 tayari inaendelea sehemu tofauti tofauti katika taifa letu la Kenya. Na hiyo kazi nasukuma kwa sababu ndio itaweza kutupatia nafasi ya ajira na iweze kutusaidia kupeleka taifa letu la Kenya mbele. Vile vile katika mambo ya matibabu, jana tumezungumza mambo ya matibabu ya universal health coverage. Hata mimi nikitoka hapa saa hizi, mimi nitapitia kwa hospitali hapa Embu, kwa sababu nataka nihakikishe ya kwamba vile tulikubaliana na hawa wananchi, mambo ya matibabu isiwe starehe ya watu wadosi, iwe ni haki ya kila mwananchi wa taifa letu la Kenya.
We all know, remember the event that the president of Kenya attended in Embu. It was the ordination of a certain bishop, and then President Uhuru Kenyatta was present, Ruto was present, and of course Kindiki and Gachagua were present. And during that event, President Ruto saw it rough. He was bowed by the public, and of course Kenyans showed their dissatisfaction with what President William Ruto was doing, mostly about health, because SHA was not working, and President Ruto was praising it right, left, and center. He was bowed seriously and he was humiliated. Now, we all remember how Kenyans were talking about Kindiki getting instructed to deal with the Mount Kenya people who are anti-William Ruto. Now, recently, he held an event where he had invited leaders, church leaders, political leaders who are from Tharaka Nithi County. They attended, including the governor himself. But in this event, Cecily Mbarire wasn't present. Now, in this particular event, there's something that caught my attention there. It is the statement of Kindiki to Cecily Mbarire, the governor of Embu County. Now, listen to the statement that Kindiki was giving.
I met with my sister Cess, the governor of Embu, who is also my sister and somebody I love and somebody we've walked a long journey together, politically. Kawambia sasa wacha ni kuongeleshe my sister, not as the deputy president of Kenya. Wacha ni kuongelesha kama ndugu yako and your age mate. And you will do nothing about what I'm going to tell you. Amuliza governor, how is it possible? You're the national chairman of UDA. You are a UDA governor and the national chairman of the ruling party. Your party leader, the president, comes to your hometown and is heckled. What reason do we have to have you on board as the... Yeah? How is that possible? It's not possible. Yeah. Vijana wanapigia rais hapo kelele. Ati rais amesema kitu ambayo labda hawapendi.
Was that necessary, Professor Kindiki? Publicly attack the UDA chairperson Cecily Mbarire? Is it the intelligence that is telling you that it is Cecily Mbarire who organized people to come and boo President William Ruto? Are you sure that you are attacking the right person? Did Cecily Mbarire orchestrate the failure of SHA? Well, I'm asking this question. Just after that meeting, Cecily Mbarire has never spoken in public except one occasion where she tried to speak and she was shut down by the people of Embu. Even you saw during the holidays, the public holiday that was supposed to be held, I think it was Mashujaa Day or something, she could not be able to speak anywhere again. The people of Embu literally abscond all these functions. And you remember that among the people who have been hit most by the abductions are the people of Embu, because their son, Billy Mwangi, was abducted from there. Cecily Mbarire has been a victim of the public opinion on William Ruto's government, being the chairperson of UDA. How possible is it that now we are having the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya seriously attacking Cecily Mbarire with the idea that Cecily Mbarire is the person who could be behind the booing of President William Ruto? Yet, we know the mood that has been created on the ground, particularly after the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua. Attacking the sitting governor. Is that wisdom? No. Having had a conversation with Cecily Mbarire the way you've said, it could have ended there. Give her a chance to correct if some mistake she did, or if it is true that he failed to mobilize people to shout in support of the government, probably could have done that earlier. But now, Professor Kindiki comes openly and publicly to castigate her for failing to stop the booing of the president. How on earth could she stop that, to be honestly speaking? How on earth? That one could be almost impossible. Because even Kithure Kindiki himself, she could not go to any part of Central. She has actually not gone to any public event except in Embu. She has not gone to any public event except those indoor meetings that he has been holding. He has not been there. President William Ruto himself is not able to make it to any county. Simply because the intelligence is telling them the ground is hostile. Instead of humiliation, keep off. Is Cecily Mbarire the one in Nyeri? Is she the one in Embu? Is she the one in Nyandarua? Is she the one in Kiambu, Murang'a, Kirinyaga? No. She cannot be all over. It's simply the ground that is speaking something different to President William Ruto's expectations. And now Kithure Kindiki comes on board to speak about this. Attack Cecily Mbarire, the chairperson of UDA. What does this mean according to me? The first one, Kithure Kindiki is not smart on the political matters. And probably he's having the same mentality he has, that he's untouchable and is above in the mountain. Is the kingpin who commands what happens, and everybody else must listen to him. This is a big mistake. Why am I saying so? Rigathi Gachagua was accused of also harassing members of UDA from the mountain region. Never listened to them, never takes any advice, always instructing them and asking them to do things with force. That's the same thing now, and the same mistake Kithure Kindiki is making. Attacking a governor openly, attacking the governor who is a woman in the name of being in charge. That's a big mistake a huge one is making, because there's no way you can do that publicly. That's the first one. The second thing I'm learning from there, it is now that's the beginning of disintegration of UDA in the mountain region. If you are fighting the chairperson, and then she's a lady from the mountain, what does that mean? UDA is dying in the mountain. The people who held its ground are now being fought. What is next? What next do we expect from these people? They are going to fight the party again. Then that means probably Cecily Mbarire is heading to Rigathi Gachagua's side. And that will be messy. Will be messy. Another thing I'm able to learn from here is this. Kithure Kindiki is making the mistake of looking for what you call enemies. One thing that people must learn is that Rigathi Gachagua did not have so many friends that could be able to fight for him. It is when people are noticing that the ground is being hostile to those people who are in support of Ruto, and now they are moving closer to Rigathi Gachagua. But before, Rigathi Gachagua had a few MPs. He was alone. He only had senators and one governor. But now slowly they are aligning themselves to the ground. And as we speak today, the ground is very hostile and in support of Gachagua. Rigathi Gachagua did not have people to fight for him. Kithure Kindiki is also getting to the same line. He does not have so many MPs around him that are strong. He does not have so many people, so many governors around him. He's not the popular person in the Mount Kenya region, but now he has started fighting those who are close to him. According to me, probably is heading to the same hole that Rigathi Gachagua got himself. Because there reach a time when Kindiki will need people to come and speak on his behalf. When is fought by Raila Amolo Odinga and his people in the name of getting the deputy president going to Nyanza or Western to pair with William Ruto. Because we all know Kindiki cannot deliver the 4 million from the mountain region. He cannot. Even with the help of Kagwe, the help of Kabogo, with the help of Liki Nyanjui, they still cannot. Because the person who was leading that team, Gachagua, single-handedly took the mountain to William Ruto. Kimani Ichung'wah did not bring any votes, except fighting Uhuru Kenyatta. So therefore, as we speak today, it is very clear that Kindiki is making the same mistake. Thirdly, I'm able to see a wrong objective of Kithure Kindiki. Going to fight the people he can talk to and then correct mistakes, that is a very wrong objective that he has. Because that is not the way to prove that you are in charge. The police are not the ones to prove that you are in charge. Because Uhuru Kenyatta had the entire military around him. By the time he was beaten by Rigathi Gachagua within the mountain during the elections. Therefore, it is not ideal for him to go and fight the people of the mountain. The speech was long, with a lot of commands, with a lot of attacks, with a lot of ignorance. And actually, the last lesson I'm learning from that is that there's a lot of ignorance from Kithure Kindiki. He's assuming that the impact of Rigathi Gachagua, it's small. He's forgetting that Rigathi Gachagua is going with the majority. That is the ground. That is the ground. I don't know what's your take as far as Kithure Kindiki's state sentiments to Cecil Mbarire are concerned, but please let me see that on the comment section.